Namaste children, hope you're all ready for your science class. The first lesson was about nutrition in plants. Now we are in the second lesson, nutrition in animals. The process by which food is taken in by an organism and used by its body is called nutrition. Before going into nutrition in animals, we'll have a small recap of what we have learned before, the classification of animals depending upon their eating habits. How were they classified? The herbivores, which are plant eaters, then the carnivores, the animals which are flesh eating, then the omnivores, the type of animals which will eat both plant and animals. Children, in this lesson you will mainly learn about nutrition in animals, nutrition in amoeba, nutrition in human beings, types of teeth, and nutrition in ruminants. We already know that food is very essential for any organism. This food is split into simple substances so that the body can obtain energy from the food that is taken. The process of nutrition in animals involves 5 stages. They are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Ingestion is the intake of food into the body. Digestion, I think you have learnt this before. Again, you will learn this. The breakdown of food into simpler substances is called digestion. The uptake of soluble substances produced during digestion by the tissues in the body is called as absorption. Then is the process called assimilation. The use of simple substances to build complex substances which are required by the body is called as assimilation. The final one is egestion, which is the elimination of undigested food. Children, you can very well understand that all these processes will be different in different organisms. Some microorganisms like Hydra, they have this ingestion through their outgrowths in the body. These outgrowths are called as tentacles. And in another microbe called Paramecium, the ingestion happens through structures called as cilia. Then moving on to some insects or worms, they will have special mouth parts for ingesting food. Like you would have learnt about proboscis and butterfly, right? In the same way, snakes swallow their food as a whole. Then birds will have different type of beak depending upon the food that they eat. Now, after this, we move on to one of the subtopics in our lesson, amoeba, nutrition in amoeba. Amoeba is an unicellular organism. Unicellular means the whole body is made up of a single cell. So, all the activities that an organism should perform is done by the single cell itself. And one more thing is, this amoeba doesn't have a proper structure. Actually speaking, it is very easy to draw amoeba because of this reason. Okay, children. And this amoeba lives in the ponds and ditches. It is microscopic. You should understand it is unicellular, so it is microscopic. We can view it only through the microscope. And it lives in the ponds and the ditches. So the food that it eats will also be microscopic and it will also be present in the same habitat. Now, when the amoeba senses food, it forms finger-like projections called as pseudopodia. This pseudopodia are projections, and pseudo means false and podia means foot. Okay, false foot. This projection, it engulfs the food material, and in quite some time it becomes a part of the amoeba's body itself, and a vacuole is formed, a food vacuole is formed. Inside this food vacuole, digestive juices are getting secreted and the food is digested. Now in the same way, the egestion also takes place. Excretion of the unwanted material also takes place in the same way. It is very, very easy to draw, and the stages, I have also mentioned you the stages in this picture. Drawing these four stages is very, very easy. As I told you earlier, amoeba doesn't have a proper structure, so it is very simple way to draw for you. And don't forget to draw the nucleus, then the food particle, the pseudopodium, and the food vacuole when you draw the stages of digestion in amoeba. Next, we move on to digestion in human beings. Now you will understand that it is very, very different in us when compared to an amoeba. The process of digestion is very, very, very different, and it is more complete in human beings. Like there is a digestive system which consists of many organs, many glands, as well as digestive juices. So we will learn about digestion in human beings. Among the 5 stages, the first stage is ingestion. This intake of food is through the mouth. After the food is taken into the mouth, it is chewed. And for this chewing, we have different types of teeth for breaking down the food into smaller parts, namely the incisors, the canine, the premolars, and the molars. Now, when you have to bite a biscuit, how will you place the biscuit in your mouth and bite? Will you keep it in the canine or in the sides of your mouth? No. So, to bite something, we use the front teeth, which are called as incisors, and the next is the tearing teeth, which are called as canine. They are very sharp edged and help to tear the food particles. Then comes the premolars, which are which have a broader surface and which help in chewing and grinding the food. Finally, there are the molars, which are large back teeth. They have wide grinding surface and are used to chew the food. Have 2 sets of teeth during their lifetime. The first set is the temporary set, or the temporary teeth, or the milk teeth. By the age of 6 or so, your teeth will start falling and new teeth will appear in this place. That is the one which appears new is the permanent teeth. The temporary teeth set will have 20 teeth, whereas the permanent one will have 32 teeth. With about 4 premolars, 6 molars, 4 incisors, and 2 canine. You would also have learnt about enamel, the hardest substance in our body. Okay, the teeth is coated with enamel. When one does not clean and brush the teeth properly, the harmful bacteria starts growing inside the mouth. These bacteria, along with the food particles and saliva, they form a layer called as the plaque. This plaque at least has to be removed by proper brushing. If that also is not done, then it produces an acid which corrodes away the enamel, and thus the cavity is formed. This tooth cavity, or tooth decay as it is called, causes severe pain and even the removal of teeth. So children, brush your teeth properly because chewing is a very, very important part of our digestion. We'll learn that later. Now, how can one forget the fleshy muscular organ in our mouth, which is the organ of taste? Yes, the tongue. Does this have any role to play in digestion? Yes, children, it mixes the saliva with the food and helps in chewing, and it also helps in swallowing. Apart from that, it has taste buds on it to sense the 4 different type of tastes: sweet, salty, bitter, and the sour taste.